Reviewing outstanding items on today's to-do list. Do you have any additional commands? No problem. I can add them shortly. I'm quite used to it. Combat data updated. Please rest assured that I will not blow the roof off again.
Cek 1 2 3. Oke. Potter pemain Genshin yang baik hati dan sering berbicara baik kepada developer. Gua maki-maki anjing. Selamat datang ya. Akhirnya setelah sekian lama. Kenapa saya main game ini? Karena tidak ada game lain lagi. Suara aman kan? Suara aman. Oke, mari kita mulaikan. Kok bisa kepikiran Genshin map? Tidak ada, lebih tepatnya gua lagi nunggu game sebelah update, ya kan? Ada map baru kah? Nggak ada. Tidak ada map baru. Apa itu map baru? Gua kebetulan lagi nunggu game sebelah update aja. Ini cara apa, boy? Ini Eva. Map baru itu aja gak ada map baru, cok. Mana map baru? Tidak ada. Tidak ada map baru ini. Tidak ada map baru. Apa itu map baru? Ini mah Not Cry punya map doang, cuy. Loh, map baru jir. Mana sih map baru? Ini map baru. Map baru tuh ini. Enggak anjir, ini mah awal-awal Not Cry juga rilis ini.
Reviewing outstanding items on today's to-do list.
Sebelum itu baru lihat gue. Wah, masa baru lihat? Kan udah banyak cuy yang main cuy. Set tuh motor. Nge-lag jir. Ini game gue simpen di harddisk, nge-lagnya Masya Allah. Jir, RTO cuy. Tiba-tiba banget RTO anjir. Map baru ya, bukan map baru, map lama anjir. Mana ada map baru cuy.
Bring it.
Close your eyes to dust.
Pantas apa tuh?
Be silent. Close your eyes. Night falls.
Friend list gue di sini udah pada kagak online semuanya.
Observe. Be silent.
Udah pada 31 hari yang lalu cuy. Ya kah? Iya. Serius gua? Oh, 31 hari yang lalu, 31 hari yang lalu, 31 hari yang lalu, 31 hari yang lalu. Bang, halo. Toiba. Halo Toibahshin. Selamat malam. Gue sambil makan. Silakan sambil makan. Ide sepuh nih. Mana ada ide sepuh cuy. Bukan, ini bukan sepuh. Aku new player. New player ini. Baru main kemarin cuy. Bohong. Lah, serius gue baru main dari kemarin cuy, baru kemarin. No, MC ku Anemo tuh, ya kan? Oh, Anemo cuy. Bohong dosa woy. Ngapain juga gue harus bohong gitu anjir.
Hey, she's sitting up. Is me sitting here a rare sight?
No, we just thought you'd be resting.
Anjir, Mamang Iter
Perhaps I
ngomong.
would have been, were it not for the sudden arrival of some unexpected guests. Not that I consider it a disturbance. After all, you are the only ones who are free to enter. Would it not be a little unfriendly of me to lie down while we speak?
I didn't realize you put so much thought into little things like that.
Only sometimes. There have been moments lately where I think about you and your companions. They are warm, mysterious, and cozy memories. Very few of my past memories are anything like that. They say that travelers return home bearing bags full of souvenirs. But my luggage was empty, and I believed it would stay that way.
Ngomong cuma buat si cantik.
So, you're still planning on returning to the moon? Yes. This planet continues to reject me, reminding me that I do not belong here. If I remain in Teyvat, there will come a day that I disintegrate. And I don't mean reduced to dust. Or
Jahat
turned
kah
into
dia?
food
Ini
for the
bang bukan
flowers.
jahat.
I mean,
Dia ini istri ya.
I will cease to
My bini, my
exist
bini.
entirely.
All right then. Well, we're sure gonna miss you. But it sounds like we'll have to say goodbye.
How do you intend to return?
The moon prayer night is soon to arrive. On that day, the moon will be closest to Teyvat. The Kuvaki in this land will reach its peak at that time. I merely need to grasp the tide, and with relatively little effort.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It'll work like a slingshot!
You make it sound like she's gonna get blasted up to the moon.
If I did that, I suspect I would crash into the false sky. I will be using a much gentler approach. But I do like the analogy. It's fun.
You see? She gets
Gue
Paimon's
belum
sense of humor.
dengar cerita tentang beliau.
In the blink of an eye, the time has come to part ways.
It does feel that way, doesn't it? Time seems to fly fastest when you are enjoying it.
Ya intinya beliau ini
I always
pengen
thought of
pulang ke
myself
bulan
as a
gitu
wanderer
aja.
on this earth, and it has never expressed any desire to keep me here. Yet, just as I plan to depart, it tugs at my arm. Is this a gesture of affection? Or is the world mocking me?
Oh, were you hoping I can answer that?
Yes, you are a traveler, so you must have a lot of experience in this area.
Then, what I would say is, enjoy the moment.
That's right! Don't overthink it! Happiness is happiness and joy is
Jelasin
joy.
coba bang. Mau jelasin gimana anjir? Gue aja baru comeback.
Analyze it.
I see. Then what I would say is, even though I am very tired right now, I am still
Gue aja
happy.
baru balik main cuy. Gimana mau jelasin?
I can't tell from the tone of your voice.
Oh, really? You don't think I sound happy?
I'm just kidding. I could tell you were in a good mood today from the moment we saw you.
Ah, a joke. Albeit not a funny one. Anyway, I assume you're here about you-know-what. Give me your hand.
Actually, it's not that. There's something else we wanted to discuss with you.
Oh. Then, do you still want to give me your hand? Or not?
Sure.
My bini satu ini polos sekali ya.
Thank you. So, I've heard that in the moon prayer nights of the past, people here would hold celebrations.
Udah ada
in the moon
bannernya kah?
goddess's honor.
Next update.
Since you helped so much in our fight against the Rehir of Solnari, I think you deserve a farewell party before you return home. I haven't asked everyone else for their opinions on this yet, but I'd like to invite you to join the upcoming moon prayer night.
I've never joined a moon prayer night before. I'm not sure what I would even do.
Oh, don't worry about that. We take care of everything. All you need to do is show up.
Ya, nah kata Cilde bahaya.
Of course, there's no need to force it if you're not feeling strong enough.
Maybe ini tidak ada bahaya-bahayanya anjir.
Like a golden opportunity.
Lu omongan badut dipercaya anjir.
They call me Kutar. And the
Badut
Fatui have an
badut
arrest
Fatui
warrant
satu
out
itu
for
mah jangan
me.
dipercaya cuy.
I shouldn't appear in public right now.
Jadi intinya si Columbina ini tuh
I'll make it work.
keluar dari ini apa? Kabur dari Harbinger dia.
Well, he does. Paimon's actually not too sure what he's planning.
All right, if you're sure. I will not refuse your invitation. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to pack a few more sights from this world into my suitcase before finally learning what my homeland looks like. Oh, if you see LAMA, please tell her that my answer to the question she asked me is neither yes nor no. Rather, it is, there is no need.
That was kind of cryptic, but sure. Guess it's between the two of you. We'll pass along the message. Bye for now.
And also, I do not know.
Since she's agreed to join the festival, let's go see who else wants to take part. Lama's gotta be the person most familiar with the Moon Prayer Night. We should start with her. Also, what exactly is your plan to keep her safe?
Not sure yet. I'll figure something out.
Tapi belum keluar ya. Dia jadi buronan lebih tepatnya.
What? Are you serious?
Kayak Kapitano enggak dong, beda dong.
Gave you her vote of confidence back there.
Kapitano mah kagak keluar anjir. Literally si Columbina ini emang kabur anjir. Dia jadi buronan cuy.
Hey, Lama, it's us. Huh? Varka? What are you doing here?
Beats me. I had a bit too much to drink last night, and when I woke up, I was on Hisi Island.
Mr. Varka is helping to oversee Nasha Town's preparations for Moon Prayer Night. He is here to go over some details regarding the decorations and custom cloth designs.
Right, yeah, that too.
What do you mean, that too?
Yes, celebrating this festival is a long-held tradition here in Nordkrai. On this day, the crescent moon at the top branches of the verdant crest turns into a full moon, and the moon prayer blossoms bloom with a special radiance. Our people take these to be blessed omens.
It's an especially welcome event coming off the back of all that nasty business with Rare. Everyone got put through the ringer recently, and now they're looking to turn their fortunes around. The big shots in town all agree that a big, lively celebration is just what we need to rebuild people's faith in this place.
No wonder Catherine said that people weren't so bothered about the religious element.
That's right. It's become more of a local custom by this point. The celebrations have little to do with whether the religious stories behind this
Varka.
land are true.
Iya,
or not.
Varka ada.
Even the Frost Moon Scions are eagerly awaiting the coming of Moon Prayer Night. Despite now
Lu baru tahu kan ada
knowing
Varka
our
kan?
past beliefs were founded on a falsehood.
That's fair. It's a bit like the lantern ride in Liyue. It's a chance for people to enjoy themselves.
Beda dari
Make the
ekspektasi gua.
existence of the Adepti. Oh, one other thing. We just went to see Columbina. We went ahead and invited her to take part in the festival this time.
Lebih sangar. Mana ada sangar nih bapak-bapak satu ini. Kebanyakan ngejokes anjir nih bapak satu ini.
Huh. That's quite a surprise.
Then I suppose that she intends to return to the moon on that day.
Oh yeah, it's kind of a complicated process, but basically, it's like a slingshot.
I understand.
Biasa bawa
In truth,
Nathan.
I had a feeling that she might
Bapak
make
satu
such
ini
a
nih
decision.
kebanyakan
Well,
ngejokes garing
If
cuy.
Kuthar has decided to participate in the festival, we should prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. She was saying how it could be risky for her to show her face in public. We were wondering if there was any way we could hide her.
Unfortunately, the people who carved the statues did an excellent job of capturing her likeness. It will be very
Udah ada
challenging
bannernya
to hide
berarti
a goddess
belum?
whose face everyone is so familiar with.
DPS kah? Mana gua tahu anjir, bannernya aja belum ada, linknya aja belum ada anjir.
Nah, don't sweat the small stuff. We can handle that.
Huh? Are you saying you have a plan?
Not as such, no, but the most important thing with a festival is to keep the mood light and your spirits up. You can't go preparing for a festival with those long faces. You'll never convince anyone to enjoy themselves.
The Mondstatter spirit is strong with this one.
As it happens, I agree with Mr. Varka. Let's start by making our appreciation for Kuthar the beating heart of the festive atmosphere. And who knows?
Varka nih kayaknya setelah Columbia game apa ini bang? Bodoh amat. Anda diam ya.
LAMA said the thing! Or close enough at least.
I'm looking forward to the Moon Prayer Night already.
Jadi kumaha, Ceng, tahun baru.
And you can always tell which couples are celebrating it for their first time by the smiles on their faces. Big.
Kayak malam minggu
like
kita
their
live,
whole face is
Ceng.
glowing. And I have a feeling we'll get to see that same smile on the moon goddess's face at this festival.
Lauma gede juga ya, tekad. Ya gede, tanduknya tuh gede tuh.
Anyway,
Lihat tuh.
I'll take care of business in the city, but I'll have to leave the decor up to you and the Frost Moon Scions. No one else can capture that traditional aesthetic quite like you guys. But
Tidak
last,
familiar game
there's the
tes.
final key element that brings the festival to life. Companionship.
Before you leave, let me show you something that we've been preparing. Mr. Varka had asked to see it already, so you may as well tag along. Also, I have some
Tahun baru buat resep
questions
baru.
about Kuthar's decision.
Kagak begitu anjir.
What's this? They sure look like they're having fun.
I believe so. Kuhenki seem very skilled at playing drums like these, although I'm not sure where they learned it from.
Maybe it's an innate talent? In their eyes, they're probably just playing with toys.
Luanatar! You wanna play too?
Yeah. She looks more confused than anything.
Maybe we can teach her next time if we get the chance. What are these floaty things?
Moon veils. We hang them from buildings in the city during the festival.
Everyone seems hard at work.
They are preparing items for Moon. sculpture being made over here. Mr. Varka and I were just finalizing the
MC
details
yang mana
of
satu
where
bang
it will
tuh?
be placed.
Yang gede tuh. Ini MC nih.
Ah,
Nah
there
ini
she
nih, ini
is.
yang ngomong nih MC
I didn't know the
cuy,
finished
ya
artwork
kan?
would be so large.
Ini MC di sini
Not
namanya
to worry,
Varka
though.
gitu.
All the necessary arrangements have been made. Just let me know once it's ready, and I'll get some people to ship it over.
You have my thanks. And over here, we are preparing a very traditional confection.
Tim lu namanya aneh-aneh Jir, yang DPS siapa? Yang DPS paling nomor 1 pokoknya.
Of course.
Gua
I
kalau
have a feeling you'll like it a
pengaturan
lot.
tim DPS pasti nomor 1.
Sweets and treats are Paimon's
Urutan nomor 1 pokoknya itu DPS.
If you included those in the Feast of the Moon, I bet Paimon would have joined the Frost
DPS
Moon
1,
Scions
sub
by now.
DPS 2, sisanya
There will
support.
also be verdant crests like this present in Nasha Town during the festival. The timing of Moon Prayer
Itu
Night
jambul
is
Cupang
not
NPC,
completely
betul,
set in
NPC.
advance. We make a rough
Ini
estimate, then
MC-nya
observe
Varka
the
cuy.
changes in the verdant crest
MC di sini
and
tuh
moon
namanya
prayer
Varka
blossoms
di
to guide us. As such, the weight itself is a fun feature of this particular festival.
Flins itu kah? Betul, Flins. Nah, lu tahu itu Flins anjir.
Let's talk here. To tell the truth, I am very surprised to hear that Kutar is willing to participate in the festival. I
Kuat
once
kah,
asked
Bang?
her if she'd be willing to stay with the Frost Moon Scions. I could introduce her to everyone, and we could be a family to one
Cara
another.
not cry.
She did not
Sebut kuat
answer,
udah jelas.
but she has not
Karena lagi
appeared
metanya
here
not
since.
cry kan.
I took this to mean her answer was no.
Kalau
And
udah
if that
ganti
were the
metanya
case,
SNES Naya
she would
udah
not have
kagak
accepted this invitation.
meta.
Ah,
Saya kira ngebug
I
buang
see.
soalnya lah.
maybe she is right.
Sama gue
Maybe the Frost Moon Scions of today no longer
keempat orang
need
dibawa-bawa
our
lagi
goddess.
anjir.
But my wish was not for her to come here and be worshipped as a deity. I simply wanted to offer her a place to stay. I'm sure she believes that showing herself here
Gue
might
terakhir
invite
mainin
Fatui
story yang
intervention,
Car Sapi.
and as
Car
such, she does
Sapi?
not wish to cause us trouble.
Siapa Car Sapi?
But what really pains
Faresa.
me about all this is that
Maksud lu Faresa?
this is her birthplace.
Car Sapi
She
anjing.
ought to belong here, yet no one has been able to grant her shelter.
I think I'm qualified to weigh in here. When someone's about to depart on a long trip, what they need is blessings, not burdens. We should wish her the best, not make the journey harder than it already is. Anyway, she's
Faresa
agreed to
rerun
attend,
nanti PS2.
hasn't she? All we need to
Di
do is
nextnya
simply
Columbina
respect her
tuh.
decision.
I see your point. Yes, she will soon depart after all.
Our job is to leave her with some happy memories. Besides,
Sapi apa banteng ya?
who's to say her journey to the moon is a
Ini
one-way
banteng
trip?
ada, sapi ada,
It's not like she
tergantung.
can't come back and visit
Itu
if
sapi
she
atau
wants, right?
bantengnya perempuan atau laki
Agree
gitu.
wholeheartedly.
Kalau misalkan perempuan Faresa, kalau misalkan laki tuh Ito tuh.
All right, I'm gonna head back to Nasha Town soon. Want to come with? I'm guessing you have some other folks to visit there.
Sure thing. Let's go. Bye for now, Lama.
Thank you all. Goodbye.
Nah, di sini Car Sapi. Oh, di sini Car Sapi. Soalnya yang gua main tuh naga. Naga, yang mana tuh naga tuh?
Cleanup sequence in progress. Based on data from past incidents.
Kalau gue gak ada kerja, gue tamatin nih game.
Items such as
Emang game ini bisa tamat?
screws, gears, minerals, toys, gummies, snacks, hairbands, socks. Yeah.
Mana ada game ini bisa tamat, anjir? Allahu Akbar. Salah. Coba terbang, Bang. Terbang. Jangan, nanti copyright. Nanti dikata plagiat uwa lagi. Kalau bisa terbang.
Huh? Hey, over there! It's Durin and Albedo with Flints! What could they be chatting about?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Ah, Grandmaster.
Sampai story
Found a traveler
mentok.
in Paimon.
Hello there. It's been a while.
Perfect. We have some new volunteers for our investigation.
Gua aja nggak tahu yang baru-baru sekarang apa anjir ini game.
Wait, let me guess. The righteous Lightkeepers are finally ready to hunt down the Abyssal Dragon?
Yes, that too.
Yeah, right! Oh, wait! Why does everyone keep saying that too?
Well, to be precise,
Durin,
the
ya
facts
Durin tuh,
match,
Durin
not
tuh.
the causality.
Wait. So I
Mini
guess
Durin
right-
tuh jadi Durin cuy. Udah jadi orang tuh dia tuh.
Don't act so impressed with yourself.
Maybe I can explain. We ran into Mr. Flint's north of Nasha Town. At that time, we just noticed a few abyssal creatures out in the wild, but the strange thing was, I didn't detect any traces of abyssal energy on them at all. On closer inspection,
Itu Jambul bisa nggak
realized that
usah
they were not
ikut-ikutan
real
kalau
monsters,
nggak mau
but something akin to reflections in the water,
Loh.
or perhaps a mirage.
kan NPC ya kan di sini tuh MCD tuh Farka namanya cuy.
Like, you could see them but not touch them?
Exactly. It was very peculiar. They roared and tried to attack us, but we could not make any physical contact with them.
I think I've heard of things like that happening in Not-Cry
Bah,
before.
lihat
I
cuy.
don't know much about
MC
it.
kita ini
Yes, it's a known phenomenon. Mirage-like illusions tend to appear
kurang
non-crime
berotot apa lagi
at
cuy ini
noon
MC.
at night. From a distance, they appear quite real. I myself thought that Misters Durin and Albedo were locked in battle with abyssal monsters when I first arrived.
But after sharing intel and investigating,
Ketinggalan
more
banyak
further,
enggak lah,
we
kagak
can
ketinggalan
confirm that
cuy.
These illusions are harmless.
Baru ada
There is
Durin
no
belum
great cause for
Columbina.
concern.
All the Mirage stories I've heard are either animals,
Gua kan
rocks,
install
or
lagi
small
karena mau
monsters,
nge-pull
though?
Columbina kan.
That's a first.
It's a
Ada
first for
codet
me
fix
too,
bekas cambukan.
so I'm planning to look
Bapak.
into it further just to be on the safe
Ah,
side.
hidup ini keras
I
cuy.
intend to inspect a few more locations.
What about you two? Any plans?
Alice contacted me a few days ago. She'd like me and Durin to assist her with an experiment. But we lost contact shortly after receiving the message. I'm sure that comes as no surprise to anyone familiar with her. We don't know when the wind will blow. Yet when the wind blows, we will
Banyak
know.
biar kagak cuy.
That, in a nutshell,
Paling
describes how Alice
ini
operates.
apa?
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay.
Paling
I suggest we
Ineva,
investigate this Mirage
Flins,
business in the meantime.
Lauma,
It's piqued my curiosity.
Never,
And I'm pretty sure
Aino, Jahoda,
already be 10 steps
Durin
ahead
no,
of us.
kagak banyak cuy. Cuma 6.
Right? Whatever's happening in Not-Cry, she always seems to be the first one to know. Let's go see what she knows. We can invite her
Nah,
and her
ntar
staff
kalau
to the
gua udah
festival
dapat
already.
Columbina, gua vakum lagi. Gua vakum sampai Senes Naya tuh, anjir. Kalau udah dapat Columbina gua. Oh, Lauma tuh. Agak sengaja gua gacha dia pulang anjir. Ini juga sama nih. Kalau ini sengaja gua pull sebelum pensi. Yang kagak sengaja gua pull itu Lauma sama Ineva. Kalau Vince emang gua pengen pull aja.
You're right, I have noticed. There's certainly something a little fishy about this situation.
Never tuh.
Only a little, though. Records indicate that this phenomenon can occur in the days before and following Moon Prayer Night. That said, it has always been a rare sight in the past. The odds of encountering these phantoms are similar to looking up in the night sky, happening to see a shooting star, and managing to make a wish before it disappears. But this time, either everyone's getting lucky, or they're appearing far more frequently than usual. Yehoda's out gathering intel as we speak. In the meantime, let me check off some points of interest. First, the Abyss.
The ones we saw seem to be abyssal monsters.
Indeed. But we have identified one location where many more of them have made an appearance. And not just monsters, but human phantoms too. Given the scale and nature of the phantoms, it's almost as if someone's last memories are coming to life. Or perhaps the memories of multiple people.
Oh.
So you mean the phantom monsters are hunting down the phantom humans?
Exactly. The phantoms can interact with each other,
Kok makin
but
gede-gede
we
ya?
have no means of intervening.
Apa tuh?
In addition, some of the human phantoms would seem to be from the very
Gede apanya tuh?
distant past. This is clear both from the clothing they wear and the stories they tell. They claim to be from Hyperborea, a name which I've heard from LAMA before. If this is true, it means they must be from 6,000 years ago.
Did Paimon hear that right? 6,000 years?
It sounds like this merits further exploration.
That'd be a big help. I'll leave it with you, Albedo. My knowledge of ancient history is non-existent. I used to doze off every time the pre-Knights of Favonius era came up in class.
It's quite a miracle that you were able to understand these phantoms' speech, given how long ago they lived.
I suppose you're right. But I'll leave the archaeologists to ruminate over that conundrum. As an intelligence broker, my sole interest is in the value of the information I gather. Which, in this case, hopefully means earning myself some good favor with our dear Lady Moonchanter.
So calculating. Whew, this intel broker logic always catches Paimon by surprise.
Sounds to me like we could split the work up.
I think the abyssal phenomenon is best left to Albedo, Flint's, and me.
Agreed. It coincides with my duty as a lightkeeper.
For my part, I'd like to understand the abyss better. Even a little knowledge would go a long way.
This is certainly a rare opportunity to study the abyss. But even rarer, perhaps, is the chance to make contact with the ancients.
The Curatorium will take the lead on investigating the Hyperboreans. We put in the work to learn what we know so far. It seems only fair that we get some quantity of exclusive intel.
That just leaves our trusty team of 2 unassigned. Since you became an honorary knight, of course. This was part of my grand plan all along. Ha ha ha!
Oh yeah, by the way, we managed to convince Columbina to come to the Moon Prayer Night celebrations. Would you and Yehoda like to join too?
She agreed to that? Huh. quite an achievement. Never underestimate the traveler, I guess. I'd be happy to join. No point shutting myself inside when the streets are all decked out. I doubt any clients will be visiting during the festival in any case. And Yehoda loves a party, so I'm sure she'll jump at the opportunity.
No. 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 No.
Way to contradict me in front of...
Wait. No, that's not what I have bad news, boss. So many people. All right, everyone inside, quick. This is gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. I saw one of those phantoms at Star Sand Shoal, and it was some sort of flying ship. Like a spaceship? That's gotta be the one you came to Tibet in. You said you saw the same thing through the moon marrow, right? Huh? You already know about it? Ugh, I thought I was gonna blow people's minds. Turns out I'm the last to find out. Wait. Back up. You came here in a spaceship? Now my mind is blown! What's it like on the inside? Was it like flying through space? I want to know everything! Yep, exactly. Huge discovery. You're the best. Second best intel broker in the world. After your boss, of course. Wow. Really? Well, I don't know if I'm all that, but...
I guess that decides where we're heading next. Come on, don't look at me like
Silakan,
that.
silakan.
I know the spaceship doesn't have anything to do with me, but
Itu lu
you don't
kalau
want to leave me as the
lu
only one
kerja,
twiddling my thumbs,
itu
do
warung
you?
yang jagain siapa, Ril?
Please?
Fair enough. You can tag along.
In that case, let's meet back here to discuss our findings once we're done.
I wish everyone a productive investigation.
You too. What's up, boss? Aren't we gonna head out?
Tell me, Yehoda, when did the curatorium start giving out intel for free?
Oh, sorry, boss.
Mak pas makan pagi, siang sampai jam 1. Asar terus makan malam. I see. Gak full emak gue yang jaga, bapak pun jaga. Oh gitu. Jadi kalau misalkan lu lagi libur gitu, yang jaga lu gitu. Atau gue salah? Ya kadang.
Wow, what do you know? Yehoda was right on the money. This phantom really is your spaceship. But that's so weird. Why would it show up here? Is it some kind of projection? Or a ghost? Like, maybe
Tapi kadang
no
libur
longer
gue nggak keluar
exists,
kamar, capek
but
soalnya.
somehow it left an after image?
Ah, you're already here.
Miss LAMA, what a surprise. I thought you were busy with festival preparations.
I was, until one of our people informed me that a strange sight had appeared at Star Sand Shoal. No one's ever seen something quite like this before. I thought I should see it for myself.
Same here. Oh, so we heard that these things appear around the festival period. Any idea why that is?
Unfortunately not. We have very limited information about them, since they can't be interacted with. And no human phantoms have ever made an appearance before now. The most we've been able to deduce is that these sightings appear to be connected to the increase in...
Yeah, seems like that's all we can do. This is all so confusing.
Allow me to lend you a hand.
Gua ke WC dulu ya. Lejir.
Everyone, our friend here should be able to provide us with some information.
Is that a phantom Rhymehorn deer?
I've heard about how the Frost Moon scientists live with the animals and can even communicate with them. That's coming in handy now, for sure.
Okay. Yes, I understand. Then how about this?
Oh, it's leaving.
It appears to share our curiosity about this giant spaceship, so I asked it if it wouldn't mind investigating along with some friends. In return, I told it about some nearby spots where the wild fruit grows abundantly. We may live in a different era from these phantoms, but I trust that the terrain, climate, and ecology here are more resistant to the effects of time than some things are. Let's give them a moment and hope for the best.
All back together? Must have been a lot of fruit.
Indeed. Now let me ask them some questions. It did find a lot of wild fruit, enough for them to feast for a long while. This puffin circled in the air several times, but didn't spot anything out of the ordinary. Certainly nothing to do with the spaceship.
Huh. Well, it definitely makes sense to get a bird's eye view.
Indeed. Other than that, I was also thinking that the world these phantoms see is also different from ours.
Oh, I get what you mean. The wild fruit exist in both times and spaces, but there might also be things that only exist in that space-time, which we can't see.
Aduh, oke, aku kembali. Ambil makan dulu, geng.
Good point. Great thinking, Lama.
Blunthorn rhinos can use kuvaki to shift great rocks, but this one says it couldn't get that ship to budge by even an inch. The sniffer mole tried too, but despite being a skilled digger, it could not get through. They say that the spaceship looks robust and undamaged. It seems completely impervious to any and all attacks. Whatever lies within is well defended from harm.
So, just like us humans, there was nothing they could do about this spaceship either.
Yes, still, they deserve our thanks. We are grateful for all your efforts, dear friends. Now go and enjoy your feast.
I've noticed some other human phantoms gathered nearby. Come on, let's go talk to them.
Accelerating.
What is this thing? I've never seen it move, and there's no way to get inside.
Goodness knows. My grandpa says it's been sitting here at least since his grandpa was still alive.
What about his grandpa? Did he say anything to your grandpa's grandpa about it?
Huh? I don't know. In all likelihood, it was here back then too. Hard to imagine something this huge could move.
Guess that means that as far as they're concerned, this ship's been around a long time.
Markanya agak ganjil. Makan nih orang.
Come on, brothers. If we can get even a small chunk off of this thing, it's gotta be worth a fortune. Today is the day we strike it rich.
Huh? You mean Paimon?
Yes, brother, I shall join you. Let's make our fortune.
We should go with them.
Tiba cosplay jadi orang Medan anjir.
This thing is crazy tough. I can't even scratch it. What's it made
Pantes
of?
kapal gua kagak pernah
Sorry,
ketemu.
brother. Looks like we'll have to seek our
Besinya
fortunes
diambil-ambilin anjir.
Enjoying yourself?
I was just seeing if I could influence this phantom's perception by playing. But nope, no dice. I'm sure we're all starting to build up an idea of what's going on here now that we've spoken to some of the people. These phantoms are reenacting real historical events in Nodcry. It's almost like we're in some kind of interactive stage play. We can talk to the actors, but the plot is fixed and we can't influence it.
It makes sense. History is set in stone. The objective facts of the past cannot be changed.
Paimon totally thought you were just goofing around earlier. But actually, you were doing some serious investigating.
Of course I was. Anyway, at this point, I think we're forced to conclude that although the Phantom spaceship is right there in front of us, we aren't going to learn much about it from these people. Don't be discouraged. If nothing else, this is proof of the ship's existence. And think about it. So many people tried to hack their way inside, but no one could get the door open. It's made of very tough material. To me, that says that we'll either find the ship itself or the story behind it. It's just a...
Huh. Every now and then, when Varka gets serious, he actually does seem like Grandmaster material for once.
I wonder how the others are doing. Let's head back for now.
Sounds good. Also, drinks are on me if Team Knights of Favonius is the first to finish.
team name now?
Am I in Team Knights of Favonius as well?
You're very welcome to join. We've even got a cathedral ready for you.
Isn't that technically blasphemy? You wouldn't dare make a joke like that if Barbados was in
Suruh
your shop.
login anjir Lauma. Sama ini orang make nih orang.
I'm sure Barbados doesn't mind a little harmless blasphemy once in a while.
Oh, no! Get away! Oh.
I know it's hard to stomach, Mr. Durin. But as I'm sure you've noticed, there is nothing we can do to intervene in that which unfolds before us.
But we have to at least try.
And try you have. But are you aware of how many unsuccessful attempts you've made now?
I wasn't keeping count.
I'm afraid this is the 39th failure so far. Or the 5th if we're only counting this particular victim. There are no indications that these phantoms may be altered in any way.
You seem to have calmed down a little. I'll make us a fire. You should rest and have some water. Feeling any better now, Mr. Durin?
May I ask a few questions?
Be my guest.
What exactly are we witnessing here? What happened to those people?
My guess would be that we are seeing Nodcry during the Conrian Cataclysm. Would that be accurate?
Conria.
That is correct. As you know, once the Abyss senses even the tiniest crack, it floods in and spreads like wildfire. There was a time in the distant past when it permeated all of Nodcry, causing immeasurable harm. The people paid a terrible price to heal this land. Then 500 years ago, the whole of Teyvat suffered an abyssal disaster. Once more, Nodcry was dealt a devastating blow.
I see.
In the face of the abyssal onslaught, all were like grains of sand tossed around by a tidal wave. Be they human, fae, or god. The moment you witnessed is but one drop in a whole ocean of catastrophe.
All right. I guess that answers my second question, too. I wanted to know why there's nothing I could do to help them, and that's because what we are seeing is history.
That would be my guess as well.
As I understand it, history and fate are not all that dissimilar. The latter may be unseen to us, but both are immutable.
Yes. Fate was determined long, long ago.
I still have a couple of other questions for you, Mr. Flint's. You mentioned more than one abyssal disaster that has struck this land in the past. How can you be sure that what we're seeing is from the Conrian incident? And also, how are you able to stay so calm when you're talking about these events? From everything I know about you, you're not cold or ruthless, and you're not indifferent to the suffering of others.
Alas, I am forced to show my age. I must be 600 or 700 years old by human measure.
Wait, so you...
One is not easily moved by history when one has witnessed the truth firsthand.
I'm sorry.
You needn't apologize. Your passion is a good thing to have. Treasure it, because someday you may find it in terribly short supply. Now, at the risk of offending you, I have a question in return. Your curiosity toward the Abyss, is it born from hatred or because you sense its call? I only ask because I kept a fragment of Rarir's body in my lantern for a short time. specifically his heart. So I know what a burden it can be to carry the abyss with you. And I hear its power growling from somewhere within you. In my eyes, your mere existence is a miracle.
My honest answer is I don't know. I don't think I have the confidence to say for certain. What I will say is the abyss is not the only issue that haunts me. Even before I became who I am today, the question dogged me constantly. Should I even exist at all? My doubts remain unresolved. But when we fought Rerir, something became a little clearer to me. Sometimes it is the darkness within us that allows us to achieve the impossible.
I certainly got the sense from your 39 attempts that you were trying to achieve the impossible. It sounds like you've resolved to see the truth for yourself.
Absolutely. In that sense, he and I are quite similar.
Then I wish you every success. I look forward to the day of your transcension. Well, if everyone's caught their breath, I suppose we should head back. Oh, and one last thing. I'd appreciate if you kept our discussion about history a secret.
Incredibly, our separate investigations led us all to the same conclusion. Hooray for consensus!
Yeah, but we barely learned anything, though. I totally thought this would be the mother lode. Talking with the ancients? I mean,
What?
come on! But nope. All we got was useless snippets of conversation. And all this stuff about
Translate.
moons and
Translate Genjit, anjir.
What a load of baloney. Seems like people back then had a few screws loose.
I understand your frustration. We found the same issue. Each phantom only showed a very brief moment in time. There isn't much value to be found in these miscellaneous fragments of a civilization's history, no matter how glorious it may have been.
If there's a silver lining, it's that these phantoms are harmless to the present reality. They shouldn't get in the way of the festivities.
Paimon agrees. And not just because it's the first thing she understood in this whole conversation.
You look disappointed, Nefer. Is something the matter?
What do you think? We all worked our tails off, but the only one to gain anything from it was you, Lady Moonjanter.
Well, please do share the Hyperborean records with me. I will gladly inscribe them in our people's documents.
Oh, duh! Yeah! That was it! Hyperborea! Hyperborea.
I'm serious. Only an expert in the Frost Moon Scions and their history can turn these records into valuable research material. The alternative is to let them gather dust on the Curatorium's storage shelves until the pages turn yellow. Nefer, you're wise enough to know that cooperating and sharing the profits is the best course of action here.
Well, that goes without saying. Sure, let's do that.
Huh? But didn't you say we aren't supposed to give out intel for free? Sorry. Shutting up. Now is not a good time to push Nefer's buttons.
Anyway, back to Moon Prayer Night. I'm thinking that we should prepare something a little special, aside from the usual decorations and so on.
You mean a parting gift?
Can't go wrong with food. Although, does food go bad on the moon?
Perhaps a lantern would be a better choice. It might be dark up there.
It could prove difficult to light a lantern on the moon. Magical stones might serve that purpose better.
What about a clockwork mecha model from Fontaine? I've got a whole bunch at home. I use them for fighting practice in my free time.
None of these sound like things she would be even remotely interested in. But we don't interact with her enough to know what she likes.
Yeah. It would really save us the guesswork.
Kepencet anjir.
Wait, what the? Traveler? They're all looking at you.
Great! Haha, problem solved. Now, I need to stop by Dory's. Gonna need her help sourcing a bunch of stuff for the festival.
Then let's leave it there for now. We all have our own business to attend to. Traveler, if you...
Is something the matter? I'm fine. It's just... I'm still feeling a little rattled after witnessing the horrors of the Abyss. But it's okay. This is something I have to work through. I'll be all right. Thanks for your concern.
Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you ever feel like something's wrong,
Come on. Stop treating me like a kid.
Gua kenapa anjir?
Columbina, we're back! Huh? She's not here. Weren't there a few Kuhenki here last time too? Where did they all go? Walkies? For Kuhenki? You're not pets, you know. Oh, well. Looks like we just came at a bad time. Let's try again tomorrow. There's still a few days until Moon Prayer Night, so we're in no rush. Besides, she needs time to rest anyway. Are you back yet? Oh, how strange. Looks like she still isn't here.
Pasti.
Right? It's not like her to spend so much time outside. Especially since she's worried about attracting unwanted attention. What about Luonatar? Luonatar, you there? Hey! Do you know where Columbina went? Sorry, didn't understand. But if you know where she is, could you take us to her?
Gua tanya sama.
Yeah, that's even stranger.
Tukang translate-nya bener-bener anjir.
What about him? Oh, that's not good news. They change color when Columbina gets weaker, right? And they look super pale right now. Good idea. She might know what's happening. LAMA!
Ah, it's you. How is Kutar? Is she okay?
Disappear.
No, she hasn't. I came here to check on her after I noticed the flowers had changed color. Based on past precedent, she must be very weak right now. Even getting up to walk would be a struggle. It seems unlikely that she wandered off outside.
Not to mention that she doesn't do that at the best of times either. So yeah, this is super weird.
No. Very few people are in the know about Kutar's whereabouts. And if anyone suspicious had visited, they'd have left some sort of evidence. Come on, let's go to Nasha Town. If anyone has seen her, someone there will know about it. It's not Cry's information hub after all.
Makes sense. Let's go!
Anjing lag. Mouse gua kenapa anjir, habis baterai kah?
Moment. Is it just Paimon, or is this stall kind of suspicious? It's never been here before, right?
No, I don't recognize it.
Alas, your free and easy adventure time is over. Now, prepare to face the final boss of Nod Cry.
Whoa! Where'd that voice come from?
Not sure, but it's definitely hostile.
No, not that way. The final boss is right here.
The sniffer mole?
That's the final boss? Surely not. Also,
Okay, the jig is up. I'll stop teasing you. Turn around. I'm right behind you. It seems I've managed to leave quite an indelible impression, even though you've never seen my face. Oh, nothing could make a great mage more pleased with herself.
Mama dari Kli yang paling imut.
What is going on?
I've heard that all the big shots in Teyvat have long, wordy titles that stun people speechless when they make their entrance. Unfortunately, none of them are affiliated with the Hexen Circle, and we ourselves keep a very low profile. The notorious name-dropping doesn't quite work for us. Still, I, for one, think I'm really quite amazing. So that didn't stop me from coming up with a title anyway.
Alice! It's really you this time? Not a lantern or a Dodoko, but Alice in the flesh?
Oh, that's right. So, what do you think? How does it feel to finally meet me?
You look like...
Ternyata kamu Mahmud.
What is that supposed to mean, I'm the mother of Klee, Teyvat's #1 cutie. How old could I possibly be?
So she's a friend of yours?
Kind of. This is actually the first time we've seen her in person.
I see. Madam Mage, that was, quite a powerful entrance. I certainly won't be forgetting it anytime soon.
It's okay, Lama, don't force it. Paimon will do the honors. This is Alice from the Hexen Circle. She's a friend of ours. And of Arcus, too. That's right. She's a good person, just kinda... unpredictable.
Well, what is the human heart if not unpredictable? If we could not do as we please, how would we differ from machines?
I am LAMA, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I know. Before you got here, I spent a good, 15 minutes getting up to speed on Nodcry's present situation. In other words, I've read the whole in the last episode part, so we can skip the pleasantries.
Fair enough. Well, Miss Alice, I can already tell that you have quite a unique personality.
Unique.
He'll get used to it. Paimon sure is. So anyway, what are you doing in Nodcry, Alice?
Oh, I thought I told you already. This time, I'm the final boss.
Jujur kok tiba-tiba tuh Alice nih, ya kan?
And what a
Lu
formidable
nanya-nanya
foe.
Ellison.
Powerful, confident,
Waktu itu,
decisive.
no, Ellis no.
Good luck finding my weak spot. You
Mahmud
will
cuy,
never
mamah
succeed.
muda punya anjir.
Oh, drat! My one weakness, and you found it in an instant. Fate has been dealt a devastating blow. Thus falls the
Oh,
great
dari desain ya, ini
Elder
Ellis
King.
bagus.
Why are you playing along with this nonsense?
For funsies, of course. What's wrong, Paimon? Are you disappointed in me? Am I a gigantic letdown?
No, it's just you seem like a busy lady. And this is the one time you've shown up in person. Paimon figured it would be for something more high stakes than just goofing around.
You're quite right. I'm here in Not Cry because something big happened. Something big enough it caught the attention of the Hexen Circle. It concerns
Kemarin
the
gue
three
udah
moons,
lihat
Tevat's borders,
pas quest
and of
Archon
course,
ngedupin
the
Durin.
moon goddess you are currently searching for.
Nah, lu kan belum lihat versi human formnya kan? Nah, nih human formnya cuy.
Kind of. Why don't we discuss this over a pot of tea? My main reason for coming on this trip to Tevat was, of course,
Bukan
to have some
Teko,
fun.
bukan Dodoko nih,
But
human
I do
form.
technically have a job to do as well, namely maintaining the stability of Tevat's borders. I'll skip over the complicated parts, but to sum it up, abyssal energies are all that lie beyond Tevat's border. We'd find ourselves in a real pickle if they ever made it through. And the phantoms you've been seeing are a sign that the border has been disturbed.
Ah, no wonder they tend to show up around Moon Prayer Night.
Oh, nggak pilih dah lu.
Because the real
Ada
moon is
Columbina,
now
ada
so
Ellis,
close to us that its power can cross
ada
the border.
Parka.
In part, but only a negligible amount passes through. Just enough to influence the verdant crests and so on. And as you've noticed, there has been an unprecedented number of phantoms appearing this year. The influence of the moon beyond the border cannot explain this. No, there is another far greater factor at play. The trilunar syzygy.
A trilunar syzygy.
Eons ago, before the heavenly principles came to Tevat,
Lauma sama
it
Ellis
was the
deh.
then three moon goddesses
Lauma
who
tuh
controlled the
lu
laws
harus
of
punya
this
never
world.
anjir.
Oh, that's exactly it. The three goddesses split these powers amongst themselves, promising never
Lauma
to
itu
consolidate
supportnya
them
never
into
kalau
one
nggak salah ya.
singular body. This was meant to keep the world stable. But fast forwarding to the present, the eternal moon's marrow is with you, while the iridescent moon's marrow, which should never have appeared in this world, has been retrieved. Add that to the presence of a moon goddess in the flesh, and the power of all three moons is gathered here in Notcry. There hasn't been an event like this since the War of Funerary Flame. And it's having a noticeable effect on Tevat's borders. Because I wish to give my darling daughter a peaceful, sunny environment to grow up in. Is that a good enough reason?
Kinda sounds like you're dodging the question, but it does make sense.
Ellis nih
it's one
Pyro
reason
cuy.
anyway, and the most important one. The others are a little complicated to explain. For instance, cleaning up after dearest Miss R. Albedo could tell you more about that if you're curious. But right
No,
now,
lihat tuh di
I
topinya
have a
tuh.
more important question to ask you. Why are you collecting the moon? I see.
Oh,
I
topinya
see.
tuh. Pyro dia.
Nicole told me about that legend once.
Nicole? You mean Mage Anne?
Oh, so you remember.
DPS kayak klik kah?
Of course.
Ah, itu gua
That
belum
was a
tahu
story
ya.
about fate,
Belum ada
her
info
area of
kitnya anjir
expertise.
soalnya.
But back to the story of our dear moon goddess. I'm afraid her intended method of returning to the moon is unlikely to work anymore.
What does that mean?
She may be missing, but she hasn't gone anywhere. She has disappeared.
Disappear.
body is so heavy. Wait, no. It's my mind that's heavy. My arms and legs are as light as a feather. What's...
Lama megang itu mulu, megang apa anjir?
I feel drowsy, like I've been asleep for too long. Is it daytime or nighttime? Is the moon out? I think I'll go for a walk. Are you out for a walk too? Huh? The day has come at last. Have I grown so weak that I can't even sustain my physical form? But Moon Prayer Night is nearly here. I was so close to returning home. Death is near. Is this how it ends for me? Will I return to the moon after I disappear? Or... I don't want it to end like this.
Tiba-tiba ada kereta anjir.
So far at least, I still exist. Even if not physically, I can still feel.
Sulap sampai jam berapa, Bang? Tahu gue juga anjir.
I'm sure
Jam
that
berapa ya?
too will fade. I suppose I might take one final look at this world. The world where I was born.
Sampai RTO gue anjir. Tahu nih mouse gua nih mati mulu anjir. Kenapa ya? Waktunya ganti ya nih mouse.
Come on, come on! Wait for me!
The Frost Moon Enclave. How much it has changed since
Gak
I
mau
was
tidur nih,
born.
besok lanjut soalnya. Silahkan kalau mau tidur.
Decorations,
Tidur aja
they're
cuy.
so heavy. It's times like this when you kind of wish men could be priestesses and acolytes.
Minta baru tuh.
How
Anjir
fascinating.
sering mati nih anjing.
I've never had the chance to be privy to people's private lives in this way.
Jelas nih bos tuh.
In the past, people would get so solemn and serious the moment I showed my face. Like they were frozen stiff.
Karina, Lametti, it's time to eat. Coming.
Duluan Bang, siap.
I want to watch
Silakan
them a
tidur.
little longer.
Real punya.
So just fill these balloons with air, right?
Yep. Try a couple now to test things out. The rest can wait till Moon Prayer Night.
Think fast.
Rita!
Teasing an acolyte of the Frost Moon Scions? Surely that's a punishable offense.
Take this!
Huh?
Alright, enough horsing around. Lady LAMA gave us a task. We should get back to it.
The task is just to check that the balloons don't leak, right? Doesn't matter if we fill them with air or water. Yeah.
Okay, you got me there. And you got me there. But still, we can't use all the balloons before the festival even starts.
We won't use all of them. And as long as Lady LAMA's trusted acolyte doesn't snitch, this can stay as a little secret between friends. A couple more can't do any harm, right?
Oh, you menace. Then, think fast!
Is pumping a balloon full of water really so much fun?
Anjir, mouse gua.
I'm sure you're both tired from playing all day. Come on, eat up.
A plain, humble meal. That has always been the way of the Frost Moon Scions.
Huh? How come Lamatti got a midsummer berry dessert? Oh, I always get Lockaberry.
I don't mind sharing. You can have a bite of mine if I get to have a bite of yours.
They're sharing food? I've never shared food with anyone before. Even at the Harbinger tea parties, everyone just ate off their own plate. And when I couldn't finish my food offerings from the Frost Moon Scions, they'd leave the leftovers out under the moonlight for the animals to claim.
Hey! That was 2 bites!
Oh, then you can have another bite of mine.
Oh, you too. Oh, don't fret now. Here, have some of Granny's too.
So this is what it means to be family. I'm seeing so much that I'd never usually get to see. They'd never act like this when I was around. It's nice, being able to just watch people in peace in these final moments. What a rare opportunity. I think I'll go take a look around Nasha Town, too. Maybe the Traveler will be there.
After the War of Funerary Flame, the Moon Goddesses were no longer recognized by Teyvat. They lost the whole foundation for their existence. That's why the Moon Goddess's strength is fading. She cannot withstand the world's rejection of her. To be more pedantic about it, the Moon Goddesses did something to offend the heavenly principles, and that's why they were ousted. Something of a recurring theme in Teyvat's history. Theoretically, speaking so candidly should put me in their crosshairs too, but they can't tell me what to do. I'll say whatever I want. Anywho, the Moon Marrow energies were but a drop in the bucket for her, and that battle against the Ray Hair of Solnari only weakened her further. Fortunately, it happened close enough to Moon Prayer Night when the Kuvaki concentration here is high. That's the only reason she managed to survive this long.
What do you mean, fortunately? You said she disappeared. We're too late.
Oh, what a headache. I thought this was all common knowledge. I guess I have some more explaining to do. Okay, buckle up. It's time for another lecture. Now, I said earlier that the moon goddesses lost the foundation for their existence. The reason for that has to do with the natural order. Basically, the rationale for their existence in Teyvat was lost. The same logic applies to the present moon goddess too. Consider her existence so far. Her comrades in the Fatui called her Damselette. And she was worshipped as Kutar by the Frost Moon Scions. But these connections have now been severed, whether by her hand or yours.
So, the rationale that once sustained her existence is now gone.
Wait, we did that to her?
Oh, well, strictly speaking, yes. But let's not start pointing fingers, shall we? I'll only end up as the big bad villain, and that's not the kind of final boss I want to be. Of course I do. I'm only the greatest mage in the whole entire world. Now, if you wish to find your moon goddess, there are two problems we need to solve. Firstly, we'll need to strengthen the connection between her and Teyvat, at least enough to sustain her until Moon Prayer Night.
Strengthen her connection. But does that mean I'll have to rally all the Frost Moon faithful behind this?
I'm afraid a bygone faith and a former home won't be of any help to her now. Do you know her name?
Her name?
Oh, yes. Names are very important things. A name is a fundamental concept that anchors one's, and then your first job is to find it. As a moon goddess, I'm sure she must have a name she identifies with. Neither Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either of them.
So, finding out her real name is enough to sustain her existence?
Yes, I know it sounds like a small step, but every journey begins that way. So for now, that's all we need to focus on. The second problem is with her plan to use the moon marrows to return to the moon. Unfortunately, piercing through the false sky will take an enormous amount of power. Given her current condition, she won't be able to provide anywhere near enough power, even if she recovers her physical form. But no need to fret. Nicole's the expert in this field, and I'm sure she'll figure something out.
Wait, Mage N is going to help us out too? That means we've got 2 Hexacircle mages on the case. This is turning into a pretty big deal.
Actually, this is more of a side quest for me. Like you said, I'm a busy lady, so I can't stay for too long. I'll have to return to Teyvat's border soon. That's the upside you get for looking out for my little Klee. Hopefully that will incentivize you to carry on keeping her company in the future. Anyway, jokes aside, you'd better get moving. It will take quite a miracle for the moon goddess's consciousness to hold out till Moon Prayer Night. Oh, I suppose I might as well tell you where Nicole is before I leave. Off you go now. Time to meet your new friend. Oh, yes, and a little suggestion. Don't forget to mind your heads.
What?
I wonder how Durin's doing. I should really go see him before I head back.
You really are super busy.
I most certainly am. There's so many children I have to keep tabs on just in Mondstadt. Durin, Albedo, Venti, Varka.
Klee didn't make the list, huh?
Of course not. Klee is my pride and joy. I have no qualms about her, because she's the best child in the whole wide world.
Yep. Klee's a little angel.
I'm glad you agree. Well, all the best. See you when I see you.
She left in a hurry.
Yeah, she didn't pack up her stall. Should we handle it for her?
I must say, I'm now very curious about her daughter. Klee, wasn't it? What's she like?
That's a long story. Come on, we'll fill you in as we go.
lovely place. I've never experienced Nasha Town like this before.
Hey, you old geezer! Your hammer's rusted through!
Who are you calling old geezer?
Are they quarreling?
I'm looking right at him! You've really gone downhill since giving your daughter free rein in the workshop. Can you even swing a hammer anymore? It shouldn't take you days just to fix a single chair! You might as well use that hammer to massage my back for all the good it's doing.
Don't run your mouth, or you'll get a back massage that'll put you in bed for the rest of your life. Look, the materials haven't arrived yet, all right? You know how busy it gets in the days before Moon Prayer Night.
I'll bet you send all the materials to your little princess. Blood's always thicker than water, huh?
All right, you've made your point, Uncle Koski. As soon as the materials arrive, fixing your chair will be the #1 priority. And Dad, if you've got time to chat, why don't you lend me a hand,
See? Lolka knows what the score is.
I guess they're friends. But the way they spoke to each other was so ugly. Then again, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen something like this.
Columbina! Sing outside my door in the middle of the night one more time, and I'll unscrew your vocal cords. You hear me?
Oh, Zandrone. So that was her way of trying to be friends with me. What a pity. I won't get the chance to say any ugly things in reply.
Ah, mouse gua. Aduh, anjir.
Hey, have you decided what to give her for Moon Prayer Night?
I sure have. She's gonna get the surprise of her life when she's least expecting it. Then I'll whip out the ring and pop the question.
The surprise of her life. What a fun turn of phrase.
Cool, I get the picture. You can spare me the gushy details. Ooh, looks like we have a customer. Hello there, ma'am. Would you like some Moon Prayer Night candy?
Huh? Is he talking to me? Can he see me?
Here you go.
Oh.
Come back anytime. Right. Now, where were we?
I don't know why, but I still held out hope.
The most important thing right now is to find that mage.
This name thing seems super important too, but where do we even start looking?
I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit.
Columbina?
Traveler?
Let's go! This is no time to be spacing out!
Aduh. Oke, itu saja untuk live streaming kita kali ini. Cukup sebentar karena sepertinya mau saya ngedet-ngedet tidak jelas ya. Sering mati mulu anjir mouse-nya anjir. Oke, terima kasih buat yang udah mampir juga ya, dan juga like-nya. Terima kasih banyak dan kita ketemu lagi di live streaming gua berikutnya. Stay tune terus, sampai jumpa di live streaming dan video-video gua berikutnya. And bye bye.